Hello, guys. Welcome back to the 351 podcast. We're here for another episode, and Kevin, we heard you. We're going to introduce ourselves and expose ourselves. My name is Philippe. I'm 24. And to my left,
Sonia.
and to my two rights,
Vasco.
Daniela.
we're going to put our names here because I saw in the comments they said my name as PH, but my name is actually with an F.
Yeah, in Portugal it's written with an F.
Yes.
There's no PH in Portugal.
Yes. And in this episode, we're going to talk about quotes that changed.
Quotes that we live by.
Yes, quotes that we live by.
Or that inspire us.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed Philippe's heavy breathing, but that was because before we started recording, he was like trying to boost our energies and he went all out.
Yes.
Busting out some dance moves.
Yes.
Some very intense moves.
At least me, I felt that the last few episodes are...
Not the last two, just the last one.
Okay, the last one, we were sort of energetic, and when someone was talking, everyone was just really serious, just looking at it. So we thought that we should bring the mood up and
Loosen up.
yes, and now we're all energetic. Maybe we're a bit still not 100% comfortable with filming, recording, and talking in front of a camera. So I wanted to boost up the mood and do some dance moves. Okay, so we're gonna start by quotes that have a deep meaning in our lives and quotes that we live by. So I think we could start off with Sonia with an S.
Wait, should we talk about Vash's new
Yes.
piercing?
I was also shocked
Oh.
today because we went to have lunch and this guy just appeared out of nowhere with a
Zoom
point
in here.
in his ear.
Show the piercing.
You wanna bring some context to why?
But you were thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, I'd been thinking about it for a while. First started because I had another friend that got two piercings. And I was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. And then
Where?
I thought about
Friend,
it.
what friend?
A uni friend. You guys
Okay.
don't know, yeah. And then he was always telling me, you should get one. You should get one as well. And then I'd been thinking about it for like 2-3 months. And then on Thursday, which is when I got it, so this was like 3 days ago, I was at home and I was thinking, yeah, why not? I'll just get it done. And then before dinner, I went to get my piercing done. And that was
What
it.
did your parents say about it?
Oh, so I didn't tell my parents. And I don't know if my dad didn't notice, but he didn't say anything. And then the next day, my mom saw. I was in the kitchen. She came in and she said, "What? Is that actually a piercing?" And she was like inspecting my ear. "You got a piercing?" And then she was saying, "Why would you do that? That's like such a girly thing." Because she's really traditional, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your mom didn't let your sister have the second hole.
Yeah.
I
But
remember.
did she get it anyways?
No.
No.
She didn't.
No, like at that time, like every girl wanted the second, the third, and I remember she also wanted, but yeah, your mom didn't let her.
Yeah. So
But they're over it, right?
yeah, they're over it.
I
It
mean,
was
it's
just-
done.
Yeah, it's
been
done.
done.
Yeah, what can they do?
There's nothing you can do.
And my dad was surprisingly chill about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, a lot of guys get piercings."
That's really
nowadays."
good then.
Yeah.
Your dad
Yeah.
knows.
But my mom was
He
really
knows.
shocked. She was quite upset at first, but today she was completely chill.
Yeah,
That's good.
Big up your parents.
Yeah.
And you, what happened to?
Okay, so basically, I donate blood, and this was like the fourth time I went. And the first 3 times they were like completely chill, and then this time it was a male nurse, right? And it was the first time that a male nurse like, how'd you say?
Drew blood.
Drew blood. And basically he was trying to find a vein here, but he said they were really thin. But then he got it, and then like after like a few minutes there was like no blood was coming out anymore, so he said it was probably clogged. So he asked me if I could do it on this arm. I was a bit iffy about it because I had to work, and this is my right arm where I do everything. So but I let him, and then he
Pinched.
is it pinched?
I don't know.
And then, yeah, he literally blew my vein. Basically, like he stuck the needle from one side to the other, and it blew. And now I'm gonna be like this for a few weeks, and I have a wedding next week, but it's fine.
Because we're going to cover it up with makeup.
Makeup. Yeah.
I don't
Ooh.
think it will do the trick.
I can help you.
Put a band-aid
Oh,
on
wow.
it.
She the makeup queen. So in this episode, we're gonna talk about quotes that we live by, and I guess we could just start from the right. Your right, my left.
Okay, so my first quote is if you spend time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away. But if you spend time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you.
Ooh.
Wait, did you hear that from Luke Belmar?
No.
Oh, okay.
He said it. The quote's not by him,
No,
though.
yeah, it's not by him, but he says something similar, which is a spider doesn't go catching insects. He builds a nice trap with his
Yeah.
what was it
What's
called?
it called?
Cob-
Well,
cobwebs.
Web.
And then he
Yeah.
waits
Is
until
it a
the
spider web?
Yep.
Okay. But
So
it's
the meaning behind it is basically to work more on yourself rather than looking. Wait.
no,
Like
we
you-
get it.
Like, I guess you'll attract the right people by working on yourself,
On yourself
instead of
first.
chasing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
chasing the butterflies.
I don't know if you remember my tweet about the waves.
Oh, yeah, I do.
So it's similar.
It's similar.
It's
similar.
saying if you always trying to catch the wave, you'll never catch it because it's already gone.
Mhm.
You need to position yourself in a way where you're ahead of it and you can see the wave coming, and then you ride it. You don't catch it, you ride it.
Yeah.
So it's something similar, but
How did this quote like change?
Change?
Like something like you saw it and then it changed something in you.
I think it changes more my mindset because I tend to focus on more the outside aspects, like, why isn't this good? Rather than working on
Yeah.
myself. Maybe it's my problem rather than blaming on others.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely.
So I think it's more of a mindset change rather than quotes that I live by.
Mhm.
Next.
That's good.
damn.
One of the quotes I live by is "Bitch, you got this."
Love it.
Basically, this quote, it was like it was during COVID, and me and two of my friends, Christina Shu and Elena Zhu, we started journaling, like bullet journaling, and every month we would write a quote of the month, and then we found this quote was like, "Bitch, you got this," and during this period of time, we were working out like every day.
I remember.
Every single day, Zoom call, workout, every single day. And during that time, we were always saying like, bitch, you got this, bitch, you got this, because it's like very strong, you know? And during that time, I think this quote really kept us going. And yeah,
Love
Yes,
it.
that's a good
quote.
quote. For guys too, you can just say,
bitch, you got
Bitch, you got this.
dog, you got this.
What?
I mean, a guy can be a bitch too.
What you mean?
Doesn't have to be necessarily.
I like this
point.
quote.
Yeah, it's a good quote.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Direct,
starting
straightforward. Bitch, you got this.
starting to live by that quote
It's
too.
like
then.
short and
Okay, so it's similar to the bitch you got this, where it motivates you. So the quote goes, hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times.
Ooh,
it's like a
It's
cycle.
a cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle. And it's by a novel by the author G. Michael Hopf. Didn't heard it by him, but he's the author.
yeah.
But it basically is saying for you to become a warrior or a strong man, you have to go through weak times. And weak times often entail suffering, sacrifice, pain, enduring hard times. And if I try to live my life too comfortably, I'm gonna make weak men.
Yeah.
Because if I have good times, it creates weak men. But if I have bad times, then it creates strong men. So this is sort of motivational for me that in order to become a strong man or a warrior, as people call it, I need to put myself in positions where I'm enduring pain, I'm sacrificing, I'm working hard. And that's how I envision myself being satisfied with my life. Because a lot of times when I feel like life is too good, I always want to voluntarily put myself in
Yeah.
pain.
Like your
because-
cold showers.
Yes, like my cold showers, because that's how I feel like I'm growing and improving each day. If I always live a life where every day is good, every day I don't suffer or I don't endure pain, I feel like I'm stagnant. I didn't move up the ladder.
Yeah.
So
It's like Gary Vee, right? When he gets too comfortable. No, Gary Vee. What's it
No.
called? Goggins.
David
David
Goggins,
Goggins,
Yeah,
yeah.
when he gets too comfortable, like
He puts himself in the fire again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I think it's theorized that like if you always stay at a certain level of happiness, your level is so you're always really happy.
mm-hmm.
Like your baseline will be that, and they won't really be happy. You won't
Happy.
really feel good. So that's why it's good to go through challenges and stuff because then you have like a perspective of the
Yeah.
bad times, and you'll appreciate the good times even more.
exactly.
That's good.
Yeah, life.
Nice quote.
Life
Nice quote
come-
for the men out there.
Yes.
And
And
the women.
women.
But
Yeah,
like
also
for the
women,
men,
yeah.
I think it's more man's
Yeah.
Stronger. It's
Yes.
Yeah.
It's I think it's important for everyone to become resilient to hard
Yes.
times,
Yeah.
so you can overcome them.
But I think what you were talking about is the hedonic treadmill, right?
Oh yeah, hedonic treadmill.
Where if you stay in a certain state for a period of time, it becomes your baseline. And then, for example, if you're happy for a long time, that becomes your baseline. So you're not happy anymore. That's your baseline, and then you're chasing even more happiness.
Mhm.
So if we create suffering and voluntarily take on hard things, we lower the baseline. So we don't have to go through so much dopamine to become happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it relates to also chasing goals and chasing money. When you get to a certain income, you'll get used to that way of living, and then you want even more. So it's like an endless cycle. So it's really important to become aware of it. Oh yeah, it's also important to become aware of it.
Yeah.
Not get into this vicious cycle where you're always unsatisfied with life. You
Yeah.
also have to like appreciate what you have and be grateful with life.
True.
Yeah. Wait, but do you guys think you've been through that? Have you ever been at a point in life where you think you're too comfortable and too happy?
No, I think high school fucked us up.
Don't
Why?
swear.
I'm sorry.
Why-
I
why
think
so?
I think high school screwed us up. No, high school was like a constant roller coaster.
Why?
Which is just for the girls. I feel like high school is such a roller coaster
In terms of what?
in terms of you were never always happy. There's always some drama going on. Always some
In
like
high
I
school,
don't
we're
know.
more immature. We know less things, so we get too consumed by the drama. Or
Yeah.
a small thing
Oh.
becomes a big thing because we
Yeah.
don't have perspective yet.
And then we went to college and now we're working, so I feel like we didn't reach that level yet of
Yeah.
like stability.
One of the quotes I live by is be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. And this is by Marcus Aurelius.
Ooh.
That's good.
That is such a-
cool.
Yeah.
You know, the first person I thought of
Guang.
was Flea.
Me.
Yes,
to be
be
the opposite.
tolerant with others, but strict
Yeah.
with yourself. I mean, you're strict with yourself, but you're strict with others too.
Yes, but I should be tolerant. Hey, that quote makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really encompasses this whole idea that you should focus on what's within your control. So if you have stupid or dumb people around you that do bad things, why waste energy thinking about that and wasting your brain power on it
Yeah.
when you can just focus on your actions, focus on how you react to what
Wait,
they
can you
do.
repeat that quote again?
Be tolerant. Well, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Yeah. So just focus on what's in your control and just work on yourself. And if other people do bad things to you, yeah, don't just move on from that.
Yeah.
And also, if you're strict with others, you're judging them, and you don't know what they've been through, all the circumstances that they had to become like that. So, I think being strict with others, I'm saying for myself because I'd say I'm pretty strict with others, which is not good, but I'm already building an image on them where most of the times is not true because I haven't lived their life. Who am I to judge them and make them feel like they're not doing enough or they're being judged? Like, I think no one deserves to be judged because no one knows what's truly going on with them besides them.
Yeah.
This was actually really important for me during work because sometimes I would get frustrated at my coworkers. Maybe I felt like they weren't doing something very well. And then I get really frustrated, but at the end of the day, I'm just wasting my energy and my emotional energy thinking about that when I should just focus on my own work.
But that's a really good quote, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marcus Aurelius is the Stoic
Yeah,
author, right?
he's like one of the most famous stoicists.
Nice.
Very nice.
So the next quote is believe you can and you're halfway there. So
Whoa.
we tend to believe that we're not able to do things, and that's the first step that you already fail by not believing in yourself or not believing that you can accomplish something. So believing you're there, you're believing you can, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
It all starts with the mind.
Mhm.
If you don't believe, you'll never get there.
Yeah.
And there's another quote similar, which is, if you know the problem, you're halfway in the solution. If you can identify the problem,
Oh,
you're halfway towards getting to the solution.
yeah.
And it's similar to that. If you can internalize in your mind that you believe you can, you're already such a long way, because most of the people internally really believe that they can.
The
Yeah.
mind is so powerful in every
It all
aspect.
starts here.
Yeah, it all starts. Yeah.
Wait,
Agreed.
who was the person who said, fortify your mind?
Probably Vash.
No, famous guy. I think it was
Uh-huh.
David Goggins. Like, fortify your mind. It all starts here.
Lots
So-
of these like gurus and whatnot, they all speak about like it all comes from the mind, which is actually true.
True.
Yeah.
Because the moment you think you cannot do something or it's not gonna happen, it's just over. It's over.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can change.
What is crazy is like, have you seen those like experiments of how your mind like can create tumors and stuff in your body? Like if you really believe you have
Oh,
cancer, you
yeah,
will have
yeah, yeah,
cancer. If you really believe you can recover, like the percentage of you being able to recover from cancer is so much
Mhm,
higher.
mhm.
Like a lot of those, like that blew my mind.
Yes.
Just like how strong your mind actually is.
Yeah, basically your survival rate for cancer is higher if you have a positive mindset.
Yeah.
Really?
Because-
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't know
affects-
that.
it's really-
But I'm not sure if it's really the mind or your actions, the consequences of having a positive mindset. So you'll work out more, you'll do stuff more for the long term rather than the short term. Because if you have a negative mindset and you're saying, "Oh, I only have 1 month to live," then I'll do bad things that doesn't
Okay, I
prolong
get
longevity.
I mean, it's a correlation. Yeah, we don't know if it's
Yeah.
a causation, but
Yeah.
it's there.
But there is studies, I think, that people that believe they have like the placebo effect,
Mhm.
you know, like if you believe, like, I don't know how
So-
to explain.
Like for example, there's when they do trials for medication,
Yeah.
they have one group that takes the placebo. It's like they say it's a medicine, but it has no
Nothing.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then another group that takes the pill with the actual medicine in it, and that's to test whether or not the effect of medicine is just psychological.
Oh.
So if both groups have like a higher rate of recovery, then that means that the real medicine is ineffective because the placebo group also
But I mean,
had like
but
so
your
was it-
mind, it's
was it
your mind's
proof-
the medicine, basically.
So was it proven that both were
it
similar?
depends.
the
In
effect?
a lot of
It depends,
pill,
yeah.
a
Then I'm
lot of
questioning.
medication.
I'm gonna question Chinese medicine.
No,
Which-
Chinese,
Chinese medicine,
it's made with actual
actual
But-
what?
Actual
No,
Chi-
but
plants.
a lot of
plants
a lot
that
of them-
have scientific proof behind them for years,
Carol.
for
no,
generations.
but a lot of things.
But don't you think it's placebo?
I don't think it's placebo.
So you're saying pills and medicine and
natural ingredients.
yes.
I don't think it's placebo. Something is when you're chemically making a medicine. Another thing is when you get natural made ingredients.
No, but I think like
that have
That have what? Don't you think made up in labs maybe are more concentrating to fight whatever it is? Isn't it the same?
yeah, Chinese medicine. I've always been a bit
It's
skeptical.
questionable.
I've been
You
skeptical.
can't
no,
say
everything
it's-
is
I'm talking
questionable.
about like herbs and those things.
That's
not
Chinese
actual-
medicine.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it could be a placebo effect.
Okay, everything is questionable.
Yes, everything's
Like-
questionable.
Yeah.
Everything's questionable.
Ah, no.
Scratch what I said about Chinese medicine. But I
No,
do believe in Chinese medicine.
Hey, but you
Me
know,
too.
acupuncture, like, so my aunt's father is a professional acupuncturist, and I've seen him. I actually don't believe in acupuncture. I didn't believe before this, but I've seen people go to him to have get some treatments because of soreness or pain in
Yeah.
the body, and then afterwards they actually feel better.
They do feel better. My
Yeah.
dad gets acupuncture for his back.
But there's a possibility it could also
But
be
it
placebo.
could be placebo.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
Yeah.
it works at least.
Yeah.
Even if it's placebo, it's
If you do a ritual and then you made it seem true and they believe it, then
Yes.
Yeah.
it's questionable if it actually, because yeah, you can you prove it? Because the feel better is very on your mind. If the
Mhm.
mind believes that it's feeling better, then it's gonna feel better, right?
Yeah.
And then all the pain it suffers, maybe a slight pain, since you have a positive mindset, you're gonna say, it's okay. But if I have a negative mindset, then you're gonna say, it hurts so
Mhm.
much.
You
So-
guys should read Predictably Irrational. He talks about this. And he talks about how medicine before, like, there were surgeries that they used to do to relieve pain. And then they did a test, like the placebo effect. They did one with the control group. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. But there was two groups, the one that used placebo and the one that didn't. And basically, it was the same results. So there's a lot of stuff, like even for surgery, like a lot of things that, yeah, everything's questionable.
yeah.
Yeah, when it comes in terms of medicine, I don't think there's a
Yeah. I don't even know where we got
scientifically proven.
got it from the mind controls.
Yeah, we
everything.
went from my little quotes to this whole medicine thing, but
here. Okay, next.
Next.
Medicine is a scam.
Okay, bro, this quote really helped me stop snoozing for a while.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction.
Ooh.
So basically, this was one of my quotes of the month as well. And
Wait, what's quotes of the month?
so I used
One
to
quote
bullet
a
journal,
month.
and then every
Okay,
month
okay,
I
okay.
wrote a quote.
I'm
like
slow,
I
I'm
would look,
slow.
I would look for a quote, and then that would be like my quote of the month. And this one also survived more than a month. So every time I used to wake up, I used to say this to myself: wake up with determination, go to bed with satisfaction. And this really got me like out of bed, changed to my workout outfit, went to the gym, ate healthy, did everything right for a few months. But then, yeah, we all know what happened. But it is a good quote.
It is a good quote.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should also go to sleep with determination so we can look forward to the next day. Instead of just being satisfied. Right?
How do you sleep with determination?
With determination for the next day, so it gets you more,
But how do you sleep? Because you're supposed to be relaxed. Determination is like
relaxed,
you're
but-
hyped up.
No,
No,
you're
it's
hyped up
like-
for the next day, so you're gonna sleep.
No, but I think it's more like you wake up with determination to you
To
know
rule your day.
give
Okay,
everything
Then
on
you
that
s-
day, and then you go to bed like, hey, peacefully. I did everything I
Yeah,
had to.
yeah.
On to the
I'm
next day.
satisfied on
Yeah.
to the next day.
Also,
but
but yeah, also determination. You should also be determined like before. But I think it's mostly satisfaction because when you sleep is where you look.
you're already waking up
back.
with determination.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Just let
Yeah.
your body relax.
yeah,
know?
you need a balance, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot about balance.
Okay, I already know one of my quotes. I'm just gonna say, but it's by Harvey Specter in Suits,
Wow.
the series. Suits. If you haven't watched it, because it's
Sleep watched it how many times?
over 10 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Suits is so good.
It's so long.
It's so long, but it's so good. It taught me a lot. Although it's a series about lawyers and I have nothing to do with the law, how they interact with people, how they, I'm not gonna say manipulate, but how they win over people. It's so cool and everything they say is just perfect.
Alpha guys.
So the quote is by Harvey Specter, and he said, "Don't play the odds, play the
the
man.
Play the man.
Don't play the odds, play the man."
Yes.
And what he means by that is there's only so much you can control about the odds. It's all about probability, right? But then when you're against someone, you can actually play the man as well and get an edge in the
Manipulate.
odds. Sort of manipulate, but it's more about mind games. So, when we play, I don't know, when we play tennis, and it's a game one against the other. Although we all have our skill, playing the person gives you an edge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mind games involved. Yeah, and
head.
everything you do, we're in a world where we're not alone. So there's always someone in whatever you're doing. There's always someone related. And you can always play the man in a way to gain an advantage. So although this seems very manipulative, this is a quote that I really identify with because I really want to gain an edge on people, I'd say. Because this is a competition. Everything we do is a competition. Although we're also competing with ourselves, I also play myself as the man. I don't know if I'm
And
explaining
you play
this
with
well.
other men as well.
No. No, but for example, imagine I'm running, right? I know that the odds of me running 10K is, I don't know, let's say 50%. If I play the man, play myself, I convince myself that I can do more, and then
Yeah, you get an advantage.
I get an advantage. Instead of 50, I just believe more. I play myself because I know who I am. I play mind games with myself to increase the probability of me getting to
Okay,
the 10K.
the easier
Explanation.
explanation is imagine you're playing poker.
Yes.
Oh, I like
And
this
you
example.
know that his hand, like the probability that you win this hand is very low. But if you play mind games
Yeah,
with him,
yeah, yeah.
if you raise, he'll he'll be scared. Like you just bluff him, And then
That's such a better example.
That's
yeah.
such a good example.
and they play poker.
Yeah,
When he
and-
says
yeah.
it, they're playing poker.
Yeah,
on
they
the-
actually play poker because it's all
Oh.
about playing the man. You
Yeah.
can see his tells, you can see where he's lying, when he's afraid, and then you can take advantage of that. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't thought of that. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks, Denny.
Thank you.
Yeah, so don't play the odds, play the man.
That's a perfect example. The
Yeah.
example for this quote.
Let's play
Yeah.
poker tonight.
Celebrate this episode.
Let's play Fleep.
Can you say the quote of I like this? You know? Say it. You say it. You say it.
What
Rep
Harvey
it.
says to Mike.
Life is like this.
I
Yes.
Come
want
on,
this.
do
You
it.
do it.
You
You-
do
you
it.
know how to do
You're
it.
the fan.
Okay, so Harvey's all about taking risks. He's a high baller, and he says, "Life is like this. I like this."
Oh, what he says is so.
Yeah. He's one of my idols, although he's fake. Like it's a made up
Yeah.
character. He's one of my idols. He's so cool. Fanboy here.
My next quote is life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated, and it's by Confucius, a
I
Chinese
love that.
philosopher. Yeah. You like it? You want to explain
Why do you like
it?
that?
Yeah, let's start by
It's
having
such a good quote because life is really simple, but we are the ones. Okay, I'm just repeating the quote, but we are the ones who make it so complicated. We're the ones who create these problems when it's not that complicated.
We overthink, we overanalyze,
It's all in our head.
overplan,
Yeah.
oversimulate, get stuck in the matrix
Yes.
with possibilities, and just waste our time, making ourselves feel worse. It's kind of depressing. Anyways, yeah.
But I
Life
really
is
like
really
that quote
simple.
though. It's really
Yeah.
simple, but really.
At least for me, a lot of times, sometimes when something happens, like a problem comes up, I get really stressed in the moment, and I think, oh shit, this is so much work. It's gonna be so complicated. But then after it's done, I look back and I think it was really simple. Like, why did I stress myself over this so much? So,
There's another quote related to what you're saying that it's like if it's not going to affect you in the next 5 years, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it.
Ooh, so good too.
Yeah.
Love it again. Bro, I love these
like that.
quotes.
I'm loving this energy.
It's so good. Am I next?
Yes, you're next.
thank you for the support, Sonia.
Another quote related to this is fear is only temporary. Oh no, it's nothing to do with it. Okay, but I'll continue. Fear is only temporary. Regret lasts forever.
Oh, that one is so good.
It's the spot.
Fire. Can you repeat it?
Fear is only temporary. Regret lasts forever. Forever. So that means like
That was so
you fear
intense.
something, I think you should just go for it for anything. Okay, unless
Holy.
you go to prison or something like that. Don't do it.
Disclaimer, disclaimer.
Disclaimer. But other kinds of fears, I think you should, like anyone should really face it.
If you like that guy, shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot,
Shoot your
business
shot.
wise, relationship wise, everything wise.
Friendship wise, everything. Just shoot your shot.
Do you guys, a question out of context a bit, but do you guys have regrets in life?
Yeah.
I think everyone does.
Or do you want to live
School.
do you want to live a life without regrets, or do you like continue living your life with regrets?
I say
Of
even
course,
if you
it's
have,
without regrets.
yeah, but even
Not
I,
everyone.
I feel
What
like
do you
even
mean,
if
of
you have
course?
regrets right in this
There are people who
moment,
don't live life like that.
Wait, who
come without it.
wants regrets?
No one wants regrets, but I'm saying there are people who carry their regrets for life. They don't live life with no regrets. That's you, but that's not. You're not
No,
speaking on
I
behalf.
have regrets, but I'm striving to not have regrets in the future. I think everyone has regrets because it's all about decisions. If you take one, you're sort of gonna regret the other one. There's no one choice.
No,
Where
what I wanted to say to Vashko when he said he had regrets is, I like from this point on, think about what your regrets are, and if you can't change them, do something to change them. If you can't, just let them go because
Yeah.
like, it's not doing you any good.
Yeah, I have regrets, but I don't think about them. I don't obsess over them, but I look at them as learning lessons.
then you think about them, because I don't forget them, because these regrets are lessons for me to take to the future. If you forget them, how will you learn from them? Like, I think regrets is all about, it's a learning process.
Yes,
You start regretting, and then you get the emotion of what regret feels like, and then next time when there's a decision to be made, you're gonna think about that time where you regret that decision, and then you're gonna
Yeah, you're
learn
not
from
gonna
it.
make the same mistake twice.
Yeah. So I think we can use regret as a learning lesson, but not really forget it, because it's, firstly, it's part of our past, and secondly, I think it's a good example of what not to do for the future.
I've regretted some things and I learned from them. But if you ask me, do you have any regrets? Right now, I don't, because I don't regret those mistakes that I did because I learned from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ask me right now, do you have any regrets? My answer is no.
A good way to not live without regret is living truthfully. I think if all my decisions were made truthfully, with my gut, with my decision, I wouldn't regret, because I was making the decision at the time where I thought I was going to get the best outcome. So if you live with truth,
But what if you live with truth and it's still the
It's-
wrong decision and then you regret it?
But
I'm
at least he was
saying
being
if,
truthful to himself.
if I'm truthful to myself, I'm going to not regret it, because at the time I did what was best for me. Because sometimes people make decisions because of other people, and a lot of the times is with parents. I'm gonna say that some decisions I made wasn't really what I wanted, it was what my parents wanted.
Yeah.
And those are the ones I regret, because firstly, if the outcome was bad, I was gonna blame it on my parents and regret that I didn't make my own decision. And secondly, if it went good, I couldn't really put the glory on myself, because I didn't make the decision. So I think the best way to live without regret is to be truthful and make your own decisions.
Yeah.
Because if you make them,
For
you only
someone
want the
else.
best for yourself. So
Yeah.
if you made a bad decision, you won't regret it, because you learn from it. If you made a good decision, you'll get the glory because you made the decision. So I think truthful really helps minimize the regret.
Being delulu is
It's
the
the
solulu. Okay, so this quote I really live by because it's like, I feel like a lot of people say it's because I'm, how'd you say it? Pisces?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Astrological thing.
Yes.
Pisces.
They say that Pisces people are a bit more, they live like in the bubble, they live more in their world. And I felt like that was a lot.
No, go ahead.
And I feel like that was me. And then there was one time that someone literally came up to me and he was like, You're a Pisces, aren't you?
No
I was
way.
like,
Someone
no,
came up to you
no,
like that.
No, okay. He was a photographer and we spent a few days together. But this never happened to me, and I did not believe in
Astrology.
at all. And then he literally straight up just went like, "You're a Pisces, aren't you?" And I was like,
Oh my
"Whoa,
God.
what?" And then he told me that I have these traits, and and then I identify a lot with being delulu as a solulu, because I feel like I'm a bit delulu in a lot of aspects of my life.
What's the Lulu first for the people that don't know?
Okay, for some people, delulu means delusional, but in a cute way. But for me, being delulu is more like, so it's more of a like manifestation thing, affirmation thing. So if I'm a bit delulu, I can say like, if I'm being delulu, I'll say like, I'm gonna be rich next year. I'm gonna have this and that, you know? And then in a way, of course, it's not only being delusional and like wanting things and thinking I'm gonna be like this and not do anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm a bit delulu, so I'll try to achieve higher. But I'll work. Of course, I'll work. I'm not delusional. I'm just delulu. So being delulu is the solulu because it not motivates you, but you're manifesting good things.
Solulu
And-
is solution for those who don't know Solulu.
Yes. And then if you're delulu, it will come tralulu.
What's Trululu?
True.
No, there are people who don't understand.
okay.
We might understand, but
Yeah.
But yeah.
that's
But it goes back to the quote of it all starts with the mind.
Yeah.
To be
Yes.
delusional, so you have to believe it's gonna become a
But
reality.
it's in a cuter way, you know, for girls. Like being delulu is the solulu, and then
Yeah.
love that. Let's go.
You're
I'm
hyped
next,
up.
I'm
You're
next.
hyped. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
It's please.
I was
It's
excited.
Philip.
Hey, but astrological signs.
Okay, do you guys believe in astrology?
No.
I want to believe, but then it's
Hell
just
no.
like no.
Because the traits are very common.
Yeah, and they're
Right.
very generic.
It's also a lot of confirmation bias. Like, imagine one person guesses it. Like, you remember that one person, but you won't think about the other people that
I
guess it.
thought
wrong.
of that too because
But no one ever said you're such a Libra.
it's like the red car effect.
the red.
No, like
Red
I
car-
get it.
Red car
Yeah.
effect.
What is
So
that?
imagine you get a car, it's a red car. All the red cars you see, you're gonna notice them that you
Yeah.
didn't before.
Mhm.
So your brain filters in the things that you
No.
pay attention
Yeah.
to. So
Yeah.
if she's only excited about when someone guesses the Pisces, she's just gonna say that, and then all the misses she's not gonna remember because she doesn't.
No, but I
Filter
still
it
I
don't
think
in.
it's more of a sign.
I
Like
still don't believe in. I still don't believe in
Astrology.
astrology. But like at that moment, and then he was describing my traits. And
You were like,
how they
"No
correlate," and I was
way.
like, "Oh no way!" But I still don't believe in them because they're very generic.
Yeah.
But it was cool, you know. It was really cool.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So my ex-girlfriend used to pay like 300 RMB or
Stop.
something for readings.
R&B,
For,
okay.
for
Reading.
someone on WeChat.
There are
But
lots of people
still,
who
for
do
reading.
reading.
Thank
Yeah.
God she's an ex.
That's like 40 euros or something.
Okay, so mine one is not really inspirational or hits the spot for you, but it's from James Clear from Atomic Habits. And he says, "You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems."
Yes, sir.
And a good example that Chris Williamson gave is in a 100-meter race, everyone has the same goals. So it's not the goal that wins the race, it's the systems, all the things under the iceberg that you did before, the systems, the routine that you implemented, that makes you win the race. And a lot of people talk about dream big and aim high, but I think we're putting focus on the wrong thing.
It's all about the execution.
Execution, having the right systems in place to get there. The goals, yeah, we all have the same goals. We all want to get rich. We all want to be successful. We all want to have a good family. But where are your systems? What are you doing to get to that place? Because, yeah, dream big. Dream as big as you want, but have those systems in place and improve each day to make it a reality.
That hit my spot. Thank
that
you,
was
Fleet.
really
Damn.
good. Let me just
Hopefully
add
they
on
call
to
it-
that. I feel like one of my other quotes was very related to this. Was like one time I was talking to a friend, Tani, and we were talking. And I was asking him like, do you never worry about the future? And because I worry a lot, I overthink a lot, and I worry about the future, and I'm always thinking about in 5 years, in 10 years. And what he told me was, I don't worry that much. I do worry sometimes, but I think that if right now you do what you're supposed to do, if right now, this moment, you're doing everything you're supposed to, like your future won't be bad. So that's so he focuses on the now
The present.
and on the present. And that really hit me. I was like, bro, that's so true. I need to focus on the now, do good now, and the future can be bad. It won't be bad, right?
The future will come.
Yeah.
If you have the right systems every day,
There is
the goal
exactly
will
the
come.
right systems.
Yeah, I also get flashes of worry about the future, but then I bring myself back and I tell myself the same thing. Just there's no point in worrying. Just
Yeah.
do your best right now.
Oh, I read something that was like, 80% of the things that you think about the future don't even happen. So you're just
Yeah.
wasting your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So true.
But there's a counterpart to that because for me, I use the future to motivate me every single
No,
day.
of
Like
course.
I don't really think when I do stuff, I'm not really think of the present, which is not that healthy to be honest. But it brings me a lot of urgency
Yeah.
to
No,
think
but
about
that's
the future.
completely
Yeah, it's a
normal.
balance.
It's a balance,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
Because like I
balance.
feel like me, I think about the future and then I worry too much.
Yeah,
But
don't-
then on the moment I don't do anything. And because I'm worrying, you know? Like of course you have to think about the future but think about what you have to do right now to get there. And that is like building your systems, like James Clear said.
Don't drown in your worries, pretty much.
Nice metaphor. Don't drown.
Sink or swim.
Just keep swimming. Do you know?
No.
Yes, it's from the Nemo,
Yeah.
the movie. Just keep swimming.
Because you know what Dory has a short-term memory.
Yeah.
And then she's reminding her, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Oh, that's kind of sad, but
Yeah, it
cute.
is.
It's kind of
Yeah.
sad though. But yeah.
But I read this from it ends with us.
The book.
Colleen Hoover.
We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. And this is by Jimmy Dean.
High five.
Jimmy, I
That was
told you
really
that
good.
quote.
No, I changed it.
Oh, you changed it.
Like, apparently there was a shorter version of that quote.
Mm.
Oh, this is the one you said exactly.
No, not it's. If you don't have a direction, no wind is favorable.
I had a longer one, remember? But apparently there's like this shorter version.
Mm.
Bro, that was so good.
Wait, can you repeat that again?
But this
We
looks
cannot-
a bit weird.
We cannot. No?
I think if you have no direction, no wind is favorable.
Okay,
No, this
more
one's
simple.
good.
We
This sounds
cannot.
good.
We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails.
The sails.
Yes.
Sail.
The sails of the boat.
Ah, the
Like the thing-
sails.
yeah.
thing-
Okay.
What controls the boat's direction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, so basically there is this quote that's like, go with the flow,
Mm.
or create a path for it to flow where you want it to flow. That makes sense.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That was a
Carve,
bit
carve.
complicated. Yeah, that was a bit complicated, but it's like kind of like that. Because
Oh.
you can't control it.
Yeah.
So you can only control the
Sails.
the
Like,
sails.
The sail.
You can only adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
You can't control the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's important to be
That was good.
flexible and resilient so they can
Yes.
overcome any kind of problem that comes up. And the poker analogy is
Poker
you can't wait. You can't wait, just it's something like play
Can't
you
control.
can only play the hands you're dealt with. What is it?
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard that quote too, but I don't think
You
it goes
know?
like that.
I think it is. You can only play with the hand you're dealt with.
I never heard, but that
Something
makes
like
sense.
that.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, because you're dealt
You can only
these
play the hands
cards, and you have to create the best possible way to win this hand
Yeah.
with the cards that you were dealt.
Mm.
Or you just
Oh,
fold
that was so good. That was so good.
or you fold pre-flop. Bruh.
Bro, there's another one by Andrew Tate
Go.
that he says, if you put a stop in life right now, it's the same as looking at the chessboard. Even if you're in a bad position, you can still make the best move out of a bad position. Don't go down the rabbit hole of bad decisions, even though you're in a bad position. You can still make the best move possible in the position you're in. Because a lot of people put themselves as victims. Oh, I don't have these circumstances, so I don't have this opportunity. But you're still in a position where you can make the best move possible in your
Yeah, normally
combination.
they make the bad decisions
Yeah,
because like
because-
I'm already like this, so
yeah, might
whatever.
as well. Yeah. So
That
this
is
really
true.
serves as motivation.
And then you would just go down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Like you
Disclaimer:
said.
we don't endorse Andrew Tate's misogynistic and stupid claims.
He does.
Disclaimer.
He
Disclaimer.
does.
What? Not the
Andrew
that
Tate
part.
fan.
I'm an Andrew Tate
No.
fan.
Me
I'll
too.
admit, but there are some things that he says that I don't agree with,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But I only watch how he does business, how he handles pressure, and I really like that part because he is really motivational.
Yeah,
in
some
that sense.
parts.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't agree with the.
Women shouldn't drive.
Wait, does he actually
does.
say that?
Well, but that was a long time ago to get attention, so let's not
okay.
focus on that. Because right now he only focuses on business, career, how to become a man, how to become masculine, work out, fight hard, protect the people you care about. So
How to be a cobra.
what?
If you want to buy something without looking at the price tag, you have to be able to work without looking at the clock.
Bro, I read this one recently. I was
Oh,
like,
damn.
boom.
I think I showed you.
That was really
so
good.
good.
That
I
was
did.
really, really good.
Yeah.
No, but we did talk about this topic. I think last episode maybe.
But it's so true. So true. Love that.
But in order to do that, you need to find something where you don't look at the clock. Because yesterday I quit my job. It was my last.
Crypto full time.
I forgot to say this actually.
yeah,
but
announce it.
Yesterday was my last day, and for the next 3 months, I'm going to do crypto full time. And I want to say that in crypto, I actually don't look at the clock, which is pretty cool. And it was an added affirmation that I should really do this full time because I'll admit in my 9 to 5 at work, I would look at the time and I would see, oh, how much time until lunch, how much time until I can go home. And this was also telling me that maybe I wasn't that passionate about it. So when I was doing crypto, I actually didn't look at the clock and I would look at the time and be like, it's already 2 a.m. And that was a affirmation for me to take this. So I don't have to look at the price tag.
No, but it's a really good quote for like
Entrepreneurs, yeah, like she said.
yeah, but not only that, it's because like right now everyone has a job. Okay, most people have jobs and they just do what they have to. But to really succeed in this world and to be better, you have to do more than the average person. So like you really have to work, even if okay, maybe the job that you're at, like they don't. Maybe it's just like being a waiter or whatever. But like if you keep studying, keep seeking education, and so you can get out of that, which is really possible right now. Like there's a lot of online courses, really affordable.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of opportunities out there. So if you really want to succeed, you have to do more than the average person. And it's
Agreed.
totally possible.
I got the same from dad. My dad also told me the same thing.
Yeah.
Was it to you as well?
No, I didn't. He didn't have to tell me.
Damn.
Shame. Whoa.
So I was talking to my dad, and we are talking about the 9 to 5, and I was saying that it's gonna take a while until I can start my company in automation. And my dad said, I think I told him 3 or 4 years, and my dad said, why wait 3 and 4 years? Just work more than the average person and get it in 1 year and a half. And I was like, true. Why didn't I think of that? Why do I have to go the normal average way? If I really want to open my company and be better than other people, I need to work more than them. That's a no-brainer. I don't know how I thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is why I was slaving on my last job.
The prosthetics. The prosthetics, right?
I love this quote. It's currently on my
Mood board.
yeah, on my phone
Vision board.
somewhere. There's a
Wallpaper?
a wallpaper.
stop trying to
Hey.
guess.
No one is coming to save you. Get up.
Hey,
That was good.
this one hit the spot for
yeah, it
me.
hit the spot. No one's coming to save you. Get up.
Not even your parents.
The only person that can save yourself is yourself. Okay, that
Literally.
hit the spot too.
That
Bro,
hit so
like,
much the
but
spot.
if you wake up and you look in the mirror and you say, "No one is coming to save you. Get up," and you look into your own eyes, bro, that
Do-
hits you different.
Do you know the vision I got?
What?
I'm drowning. I lift my hand up and I see me holding my hand. Let's go!
Get up. Yeah.
Yes.
Love
Oh,
it, love
that
it,
was
love it.
Let's get it.
Put it
Next.
as your wallpaper with a nice color pink. Leave it there.
It's by, I don't know, I never know how to say his name, but Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche. I think it's called Nietzsche or
It's
something.
like a German name.
Nah, but he's a philosopher,
Isn't it?
really cool. But he said, I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible.
Wait, can you repeat?
I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. So, for me, what this means is you only have one life. If you're not taking the maximum risk, if you're not attempting the impossible, then for me, I'm not living a fulfilling life because I'm someone that really wants to aim as high as I can and perish in attempting that big thing. Because if you set your bar low and you reach it, the next day you're gonna live a day of no purpose. I don't know how to explain to this other than just saying this quote that I want to perish in attempting the great and the impossible.
The Chinese philosopher is looking at like he's complicating his life. It's so simple. Why does he have to complicate everything?
Yeah, but this is so motivating to me. Maybe it didn't hit the spot for you guys, but for me, it's such a
No, yeah.
inspiring
But what
quote.
is like what do you want to achieve then? What is the greatest and impossible for you? Do you know? Are you still like trying to find it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think purpose is so hard to find. People
Mm-hmm.
spend their whole lives not knowing what their purpose is. Maybe there isn't one. I also don't know. But it's all about, especially in our 20s, it's all about experimenting things that you like and then looking out for what things you actually like or things that are just trends in your life.
Yeah. I just wanted to say to achieve this, like you really have to do like your best possible thing like right now. Like always try your best every day to achieve this greatness.
And be curious. If you don't try enough things, you'll never know what things you like and what things you don't like.
I was gonna say a similar quote is like, you only get to live life once, but if you do it right, once is enough.
Wait.
Because I'm really scared of dying, and I've
Yeah,
always
she's
wanted
so
to
scared of
live
dying.
like multiple lives. But then after I saw that quote, it's like, if I live my one life right, hopefully, once is enough.
Hey, that was one of my quotes.
Really?
Sorry.
Damn.
It's chill, it's chill.
Sorry.
But I guess we can
We
discuss
can
it now
discuss
since
that
it was
one.
my
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Sorry.
what was next. But wait, the quote explains itself pretty much.
Yeah.
There's
But-
no point in worrying about death. I think. Oh, yeah. My angle on this was also that I sometimes think that I'm not putting enough time into my career and work. But then I think about this quote. Where was I gonna go with this?
What quote? Can you repeat?
The you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Oh yeah, because I've heard from a lot of older people that their biggest regret is spending too much time in work and career and not enough on family and friends. So sometimes when I'm out with my friends, I'll feel a little bit of guilt, but I always try to pull myself back and remind myself that it's also important to enjoy life
Yes.
and spend it with your family and friends.
Because when you're lying on that bed, you're not going to be thinking, you're going to be thinking of the times you spent with
Yeah.
your loved ones.
All
you're
the
not gonna,
memories with
yeah, you're not going to
family.
be thinking about how much money you earned.
Exactly.
Right?
True that.
Of course, that helps your. Of course, money is important for
Mhm.
you to live. Like you can travel, you make
Yeah,
great
yeah.
memories there. You can do this and this and that. Like that's great. But when you're like really lying there, what you're thinking about is like the experience that you shared with your loved ones.
Mhm.
Money comes and goes.
Money is paper.
Why you think? I don't know. I actually don't. Money comes and goes, but what? Friends last forever. I don't know. Is it? What? I just guessed.
No, memories with friends last forever.
Ah,
Something along those
yeah.
lines. Sorry.
Well, you put me on the spot. Every time you have a quote, you just point at me. What am I supposed to say? Okay, but the thing about lives, I also had a quote that's similar to that, which is, "You have two lives, and the second one starts when you realize you only have one."
Ooh, that hit the spot. Say it again,
Wait, you
say it
have-
again,
yeah,
but
you have to
slower,
think about it,
slower,
because-
Oh, I got it.
slower. Now.
You can repeat it, yeah.
Yeah, people have two lives, and the second one starts when you realize you only have one. Because, at least for me, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna live forever. So I have all the time in the world, and I take everything slowly. And I have time. I can talk to this friend next week, and then it delays. But if you realize you only have one life, you need to take your life as an urgency. Like whatever you want to do, do it now because you only have one. Like don't delay, don't procrastinate, Don't lie in bed. Just you only have one life.
Time, bro. So valuable.
Yeah.
Time.
Think about it. We're like 20, we're in our 20s, 23, 24s. 30% of our life is gone, roughly.
Roughly
No.
Stop!
30,
I'm gonna
25,
live until I'm
30.
No.
150.
Not 150. That's a bit of a stretch, but I think we can live until
80.
upwards of 80s.
But
90.
to me, what's more important is the healthy years, the years where I can still move. I
Yeah.
don't like the years where you're debilitated and
Same.
you're in bed.
I saw
It's
you.
not- Honestly, I would rather not live those.
Wait, what?
You guys
What did she do?
I just didn't want to react to that.
Wait, what did she do?
I just pretend
That
I didn't
was
see.
too good. That was too good.
What did she do?
She was like,
What? No, I'm gonna keep it in. I'm 100% keeping this in. Wait, can you do it again? Because I haven't seen it.
I
Okay.
swear.
This one's a bit long, but I'll go anyways. Never go grocery shopping when you. Eh? Oh, I wrote this wrong, but never go grocery shopping when you're hungry. You might grab the wrong things. Same
Ooh.
thing applies for relationships. Never go into a relationship when you're feeling lonely. You might grab the wrong thing. When you're desperate, you grab anything, not what you need.
Ooh, that hits the spot. That hits the spot. Dap me up. Dap me up. Dap me
That
up.
was
Dap me up.
Bro,
Bro,
so
but that
many,
was so good. That was
so many spots have been hit in this episode.
That was so good. Oh my god.
But I think this does apply to anything in life. When
Job wise, when you're in need of
Mhm,
money, you'll
mhm.
just do anything.
anything for it, when you're
Whoa, what the heck? What have you guys done for money?
Not
us.
Oh, okay.
Who?
What?
Oh, we don't want to be canceled. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
OF,
it.
OF.
A lot of things. But like, yeah, when you're desperate, you do like, like I don't blame them, but Rob,
Selling feet pics.
So I feel like, the meaning behind this long ass quote is basically don't. Wait, what's the meaning behind this one? Wait, can you explain? Never go. Okay, basically the meaning is don't
never
go
make choices when you're in
when
like
you're
desperate.
desperate. Basically, yeah.
Yeah. And there's another one similar, which is don't make promises when you're happy.
or
Don't
when
make
you're-
Oh.
something else when you're
Decisions.
decisions when you're angry.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think
that's
it's
also
something like
really
that.
cool.
It's similar.
Don't
'Cause
make promises when you're happy. Don't make
decisions
decisions
when
when you're sad
Yeah.
or angry.
yeah, and I can relate to that 100%. When I'm happy, I just start promising stuff. Oh, next round on me, or like I start.
Yeah, but that's chill.
Yeah, that's
that's
chill.
But,
That's
but
chill.
like more extreme things. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you guys so much for watching. As you've seen, a lot of spots have been hit in this episode. And I think we all got very motivated by these quotes to pursue something high in life. Yes. So for the Would You Rather of the day, we decided to do something different. And it's going to be, out of these quotes that we've said, what is the one quote that you live by?
Okay, I'm gonna start because I already know. It's, bitch, you got this. Yes. Because I'll say that
No
at the end.
No
explanation.
explanations. It's the same tradition.
For me, it's you only live once, but once is enough if you live it right.
Oh,
That's fine, yeah.
Okay, you go, because I forgot.
Mine is probably trust the process.
Oh yeah, you did
Yes,
say
but
it.
you didn't
Yeah,
say
I didn't
that.
say it.
Oh, trust the process.
TTP.
Put the password.
TTP.
Trust the process.
Bro, I love this episode.
Me too.
Mine is, you guys didn't hit the spot with this one, but for me, it hit so much the spot. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. We're all destined for greatness. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!
Like,
I thought we were going to end on the...
No, wait. I have something else I want to say.
go,
Well,
go,
what do you
go,
wanna
go,
say?
go.
Okay, so we got a comment from someone that said hi from Boston, and I thought that was really nice. And we would really, because we were from Portugal, and was like, ooh, someone from that side of the world is watching. So we would really like you to comment down below where you're from, so that we know Yeah,
Hit us up. Hit us up. Let us know.
in the comments down below.
Where do you
Thank
guys live? What's your address? Everything. Everything. We'll
Your
pay you a
credit card
visit.
number.
I think it's only right if we end this episode with 424 somethings trying to win at this game we call life.
Yes, sir. See you guys next time. Bye bye.